Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's daily LeetCode question is remove k digits. So we are given a string which contains a number. So we are also given a character k. So we need to remove the k characters from the string to return it as the smallest possible integer after removing the k elements from the digit. So let's look into an example to understand this problem. Basically this problem is a clear and straightforward question. So there is no any tricky bits in it. So we can just look into an example so deeply understand and clarify this question. Okay guys, now let's look into this example. So we are given a string is this 10200. So and the k value is 1. So we need to remove just one digit from the string to make it a smallest possible answer. So if we remove 1 from the string, the smallest possible answer will be 20200, means 200. It is nothing but 200. So if we remove 2 from the string, then the possible answer would be 1000, right? So we need to remove the k characters from the string to make it a smallest possible number. So let's look into another example and we will go into the approach. Okay guys, now let's look into this example, another example. So we are given a number is this. So we can remove 3 digits. So k value is 3, so we can remove 3 digits from this number. So if we remove 4, 3 and 2, then our answer will be 1219, right? Or else if we remove 943, then our answer would be 1221. And so there are more possible solutions, but we can see a clear approach and a pattern in this. So let's look into that approach and that pattern. Okay guys, now let's look into that pattern. So here our number starts with 1 and it reaches to the 4, and again it reaches to the 3, then 2, and again it will remain in 2, and again it reach to 1 and then 9. So here you can see that our clearly pattern will be this. So the range of the numbers where we are given with an example, so is like this. So if we, the possible answer would be 1219. So to get that answer, if we remove the largest number from the based on the top, so if we remove 9, 4 and 3, the possible answer will be 1221, right? So this will be a possible answer because we have removed all the greater elements, larger value elements in the array. So then our answer will be the smallest, but not that case. Some cases will have numbers like zeros and without zeros. So you can see that if we remove the first encounter larger values, this, then only we can form a smallest value. So this will be possible by using a monotonic stack. So what is a monotonic stack? A monotonic stack is a stack which follows either decreasing or increasing order. Say, let us say if we consider monotonic stack for this number, so first it is empty, so we can push 1. Next our input is 4, so 4 is greater than 1, so we can simply push that 4. Then 3 is greater than 4, no, so we will pop out the 4 and we will push the 3. So next will be 2. So is 2 greater than 3? No, so we will pop 3 and push the 2, and again we will encounter 2. So is 2 greater than 2? No, so we will pop 2 and push 2, and again we will encounter 1. So here you can see that we have popped 3 elements, means our k factor is satisfied. So if our k factor is satisfied, then we need not to pop or push anything. So we will add all the remaining elements from the string to the stack, right? So here we can add 9, 1, 2, 1 is our elements left in the stack. So okay guys, now let's look into another example and a clear approach. Okay guys, now let's look into the clear approach. So let this will be our monotonic stack. So it will be monotonic stack. Okay guys, now let it be a monster stack. So we will send each input to this array. So first it will go 1. So if 1, so our next input is 4. So 4 is greater than 1 obviously, so we need not to pop any element, right? So we can push 4 into that. So next input is 3, so 3 is not greater than our, so here our k value will be remain 3. Here our k value also remains 3, but when input is 3, then our k value will decrement to 2 because we have to remove that one element. So our k value become 2, right? Then our input is 2. So if input is 2, 2 is not greater than 3, right? As well as 3 is not greater than 4. In the same case 2 is also not greater than 3. So we can simply pop 3 from the stack and we will decrement our k to 1. Our next input is 2. So if we push 2, then 2 is not greater than 2 obviously, so we need to pop the 2 from the stack and decrement our k to 0. As soon as our k is reaching 0, so we can simply consider all the remaining elements as the minimum elements to the value, right? So 1 and 9 are the minimum elements, are the part of minimum elements, so we can say that, so there are part of minimum element, so we can simply push all the remaining values to the stack, right? So our values left in the stack is 1, 2, 1, 9. So this is a one possible example. So we will look into another possible example, which is a tricky one too. So let this will be our input and k equal to 1. So if we push 1, our k value equal to 1. If we push 0, so 0 is not greater than 1, so we need to pop the 1 and we have to push the 0. So we need to decrement our k value also because we have popped one element, so it is 0. If k value is 0, then we will consider all the next elements as the minimum elements of the stack, right? So 2, 0, 0. But we have to remove all the leading values from the answer and we have to return it. Simple. And another tricky one is, this is another simple and as well as a tricky question. So you can clearly see that the minimum element after removing one element is 11, but if we follow this approach we will get answer is 12. So let's see that. So we will push 1 because our stack is empty and our k value will remain 1. 1 is not greater than 1, so we need to pop 1 and we gonna push 1, right? Then we will decrement our k value to 0 and it will become 1. So 2 is greater than 1, so simply we can push that. So here answer is 12, but the possible answer would be 11, right? So here we need to change our condition from less than to greater than. If the present element is greater than the 2, then only we will pop the element. So we can see that if 1 is greater than 1, no, so we will not gonna pop our element. So this approach is a slightly different approach where I have changed my approach after a point of time, because when you start with the first approach, then you can ongoing process you will learn things and we will just change our approach to the optimized one. Okay guys, so now let's look into the code explanation. So this is the one point I want to share. Okay guys, now let's look into the code explanation. So you can clearly see that if our array length and k length are equal, so possible answer will be 0, because we will remove all the elements from the string and we will just return minimum value will be 0. If our string length and k value both are equal, then only it will be possible. So otherwise we will just initialize a stack and we will iterate to the each character and push each character into the array, and we will check the monotonic condition. So what is a monotonic condition? If our array is not empty and our k value is greater than 0 and our monotonic peak element is greater than our current element, then only we will pop the element and we will decrement the k. Otherwise we will just push the element, right? So in this case we will just push 1 into the stack, right? So because it is empty, so our k value will be 1 and our next input will be 1. So 1 is greater than 1? No. So our k value will remain 1 and our stack will remain with 1 1. So next value is 2. So 1 is greater than 2? No. So k value will remain 1 only, and our input and our stack will be 1 1 2. So to manage these kind of conditions where our after iterating to the array our k value is not going to 0, so then we will run another loop where k equal to 0. We will nothing we will doing, just we will just pop the top element of the stack. If stack is not empty, we will just pop the top element and we will decrement the k. So in this case we will pop the 2 and decrement k to 0. Then our smallest answer will be this, right? So we will just take a string builder and we will insert from the beginning to the string. So the answer will be 1 1. If there are any leading zeros, we will just remove them and return each other string. Okay guys, I hope you understand the solution and institution video. The code is in the GitHub. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.